Welcome to Morgantown, West Virginia, almost heaven, and home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. This fan base is fired up. They've been getting ready for this game since early this morning. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Mountaineers will kick this away to get us going. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. So Pittsburgh's offense is going to get the chance to start this game off. Well, Kirk, you can just feel the emotion, the intensity of this rivalry game right now.
Well, one thing we know is you work year-round for a rivalry game, and now it's right before your eyes. Let's see how these guys play today.
Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. Trying to find some room. It's Reed. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line, those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackles made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Williams. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Looks like Pitt will have the first down.
On the screen. Tackle is made.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to chuck it again. Defense is coming after him. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Panthers hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Chris, how about the play of this quarterback? 3rd down and long. The defense, you think, is going to bring extra pressure, but nowhere
to go. The ball knocked loose. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Second down now after the sack. To throw, it's Holstein. And the pass is incomplete. The 9th play of a strong opening drive. It's 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And out comes the field goal unit. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. No problem. Knocks it right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here. Makes it 3-0.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So West Virginia's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
The sure hands. It's Fox.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
To the air. It's Green. Looks to the left for a quick throw. This one is broken up and falls incomplete. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games that we all look forward to every single year. But with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
Stop at the 36. That's good enough for Lucas Sticks. And the Mountaineers will line up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. The sure hands. It's White. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. That's caught. It's White. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Quarterback here works through progressions, Chris. Just nobody downfield, just checks it down to his back. But a great job by the defense rallying to the football.
It's a quick grab. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
What a huge 3rd down conversion here for this offense. Nice job of being able to give the quarterback enough time. He finds the matchup that he wants, gets it to his man, and he does the rest.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Mountaineers will line up here on 1st down and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down.
Just down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. Back to throw. It's Green. He's running out of time here. Caught near the goal line. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. They've moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT makes the score 7-3. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. Play action here on first down. Nice grab. It's Williams. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Getting set for second down. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Quarterback operating an empty set. Looking to throw. It's Holstein. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Wow, juke the first tackler. That was enough to make the first down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's third down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
He hands it off from the gun. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. Right down the middle.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it just outside the goal line. Stopped at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Dropping back, it's Green. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Ray. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Ray. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. And the Mountaineers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
That completion makes it second and medium. Running back with the football. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. So it's West Virginia in front, Kurt. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period.
West Virginia, 7-6.
They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Quarterback drops back. Grab near the sticks. It's Fox. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense facing fourth down.
The Mountaineers will come to the line on fourth down, hoping to keep this drive going. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Trying for a fourth down completion. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
The offense, this is play number 11 on the drive. Dropping back, it's Green. Catch made on the right side. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's looking deep here. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this fourth down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
First down and 10 now. Looking to throw it again. Finds his man. It's Ray. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the fourth quarter, it really starts to wear you out.
And the Mountaineers looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, West Virginia.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. They connect on the PAT and lead 14-6 now. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Going with the old counter run here. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I really like to see the counter mixed in there with your base concepts to keep the defense honest. Now, they didn't burst a big run, but if you keep mixing it in as the game progresses, you might catch the defense over pursuing.
They're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
The Panthers will have to punt this one away. Fair catch is made, but let's see what that flag was about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense will keep going here after that special teams penalty. Looking for a gap. It's Reed. Runs through the defender. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
This Pitt offense is moving quickly down the field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Back to throw. It's Holstein. He makes the grab. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
Great quarterbacks have answers no matter what the defense is in. This time, the quarterback and the receiver knew that they were going to be able to connect on that corner route before the ball was snapped. The throw was so quick,
all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And the point after is right down the middle. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Getting set to kick the ball off now. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. The West Virginia offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Makes the grab. It's Ray. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. Who's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. And looking to throw now on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. But this one is broken up, ball's incomplete.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Ray. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting fourth down and inches.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got fourth and inches.
Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Love the aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, willing to take a chance here. You know, we've seen them do it a few times. They're now 3 for 3 on these fourth down calls.
And the back now goes in motion. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, the pass is picked off. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Takes the handoff. It's Reed. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Snags the quick throw. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving his defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
They'll crank the tempo here for this next play. Looking to pass, it's Holstein. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second manageable here for this offense.
The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Grab down the middle, it's Reed. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Oh, man. You have a good play dialed up and a great chance at yards, and it goes right through his hands. That'll drive the offensive coordinator in the booth absolutely crazy.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And it's just flat dropped on 3rd down. What a big mistake. Now this offense facing a 4th down call. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. That puts them back on top.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play. And that one's picked off. What a play. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The freshman with a little too much air under that line.
Well, that was a bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. The mechanics were a bit shaky.
Second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw. It's Holstein. Receiver makes the catch. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense stops him short of the markers, and now it's fourth down. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the punt bounces out of bounds inside the 10. Great work by the punter. The offense will be pinned back. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Takes the handoff. It's White. Running with purpose. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tailback with another carry. The Mountaineers pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
First down, West Virginia.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Dropping back. It's Green. He'll take a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the...
Going for a big play downfield. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, between the coaches who have matched wins in this game and the players and the unforgettable moments, the backyard brawl is must-see TV, and today is no different. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between West Virginia and Pittsburgh plays out.
Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
To throw, it's Green. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. And there's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Catch is made. Room to run here. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, on the completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
First and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They'll take the lead in the second half.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. Extra point makes it a 5-point game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? First play of the drive, they look to the right. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Looking for some space. It's Reed. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
The West Virginia offense is back out on the field. That's caught. It's Ray. Tackle is made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Dropping back, it's Green. Here's the throw deep downfield. Pass hauled in inside the 15. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
So that huge gain quickly sets up a first and goal just inside the 10. And he drops back in the gun. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1. Solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. Can they finish it off here on second and goal? Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball and then the speed afterwards. And it's a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it a 12-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Johnson. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Gets some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He just sprints into the end zone. What a highlight moment. The kickoff taken all the way back for a touchdown.
Man, a kick return for a touchdown is one of the most electrifying plays in football. Everything has to align right. Great blocks. Return man hits the crease just like he did there. Then he's off to the races. By the way, if I'm the kickoff coverage team, I don't know if I'd be kicking to this guy anymore.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Ray.
This play takes a little bit of time to develop. The quarterback shows outstanding patience here before he makes that throw.
Second down play coming up. Using his legs. It's White. Brought down, but he's past the line to gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Makes the grab. It's Ray. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line. And Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. Just putting on a huge show on a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on a football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
And the Mountaineers begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Here comes a handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Throws it to the right. And he pulls in the catch. tackle made after a big gain.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. They run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
The Mountaineers are in the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete. What a chance for an interception there. Instead brings up second down. Looking to pass. It's Green. This time it's complete. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. And the Mountaineers line up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw yet again. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, West Virginia. Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT makes it a 12-point lead. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49. The Panthers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up.
Well, that's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
QB decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the 1st down.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Panthers will have to kick it away. That punch sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Gonna run it. It's White. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Back to pass. It's Green. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Off play action. He's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Contact as he threw it. And he's intercepted for the fourth time tonight. Not much on the return, but hey, will set up the offense at the 35.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Pitt. Strong game by this quarterback. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Here's the point after attempt.
Kicker on for the extra point.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Looking downfield. It's Green. Here's a throw underneath to the back. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. And so far, we have been treated to a serious quarterback duel. Both these guys putting on a show so far. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Using his legs, it's White. And we're able to get him down. That gain sets up a third down play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Fox. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle it at the 44. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Incompletion makes it second down. The back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Mountaineers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Ray. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. The Mountaineers will look to convert here on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he finds his target. He has the first. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Chris, what a call by this offensive coordinator. 4th down, they elect to go for it, and they get the first down. Now you can continue to work that clock.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Ray. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back to pass. It's Green. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
This defense is so caught up in defending this pass game. I think here they just completely forgot about this guy's ability to run the football. Good, solid gain, and he gets out of bounds.
He's moving out of the pocket now. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Still no answer for this offense. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what a boost for this offense.
Yeah, and quarterbacks like this who can scramble are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping him from scoring.
They're set now to try the PAT. Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to root this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Handoff from the shotgun. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Back in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Pass ball is incomplete, but the defense may have jumped.
Offside. Defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
To the air, it's Holstein. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Handing off on the draw play. Powers through. It's a spin move to extend the play, pick up a few extra yards.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
caught on the outside. It's Williams. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
I'd love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
They'll run it from the gun. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure the defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They call the draw play here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
Third down coming.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's Holstein. He's got it for a big gain. And he's down after the catch at the 12. A red zone opportunity. The Panthers looking to run some tempo here.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
With the carry, it's the running back. Brought down on the play at the 11-yard line. Second down coming up.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback keeps the football. Breaking tackles. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He'll throw it now. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on 3rd down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the first down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. The pocket breaking down. And he's brought down. A sack by the defense coming up big on this 4th down play. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. They bring him down right at the 20.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. To throw, it's Green. Looking right, this one caught. And he'll pick up the first down, stop at the 27.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. He'll hand it off. Great move in the open field. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd
On the ground, it's White. He's brought down out at the 46. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Going to try to use his legs here. Breaking free at the 35. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Mountaineers have 1st and 10 here. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This offense is already 4 for 4 on 4th down conversions. Why not go for it again? They'll change the pre-snap look now. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Pressure is coming. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. The result is a sack and a turnover on down.
When he can't bring it in, might have heard some footsteps there over the middle. 2nd down now. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Oh, they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Trying to find room. It's White. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2. Mountaineers will come to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Running out of time in the pocket. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Defense is coming after him. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Well, let's be honest, not too many people out there really gave them a chance to win this football game, but they come up with a signature upset.
I think we're as surprised as anybody with how this game really played out. You got to give all the credit to this football team. They came out, beat a very talented team, and they put the college football world on notice.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.